Alright, back again, and I'm just going to do a quick video. I think the colour on this thing, on my camera, is out. But I've moved the camera, I've moved everything around, and now it just doesn't look right. So I'm going to move that there. Hopefully that looks okay. But anyway, we're going to go back to our little friends, the Play Studio brand from the warehouse in New Zealand. Though I did actually see a video, I didn't actually watch it, but I saw these little contraptions, and they came in like some sort of egg thing, and they weren't a New Zealand branded thing. So I am right of, well, it's pretty obvious that these are sold in many different ways around the world. So I don't know about this one. Whoops, I broke this. But they've actually got quite a few different models there in the shop in their fake Lego selection. But this one's actually hasn't been in, I haven't seen this around for quite a while, but I found this one. Not in an op shop, but in the warehouse, but it was hidden away at the back somewhere, so it's like old stock that was still on the system. And cost a mammoth $1, but you can see why. It doesn't look like there's a lot of pieces. But it's a Play Studio, I'm pretty sure it's Play Studio, yes. Play Studio branded, made for the warehouse. It doesn't say anything about the warehouse on this one. It just did on the other one. So maybe not. So let's have a look at the instructions here. It's got create 4 styles. I think we may have enough time, just enough time to make 2 out of these, because it doesn't look very complicated. They're kind of a bit stingy, aren't they? Look at that. It's like make this thing and then make that thing and then make that. It's like, well, they're cutting. This is bigger than I thought. These are like Duplo pieces. See, I did not realize this. I actually thought they were. You wouldn't have guessed it from this thing. Like, I'd never even thought about it. Like, even though that clearly looks like a Duplo style piece on the front, it never actually occurred to me that these were large pieces and not normal size pieces. I thought it was like a little tiny car. So that's a plus point, isn't it? Look at this. These really are tiny. This is definitely worth $1 then, isn't it? And this feels like a good sturdy Duplo type piece, which makes me even think even more-ish, I don't know, that's a bit mean, having very simplified instructions, or complicated by instructions where they don't really tell you much about how you're meant to make things. But, I mean, it seems kind of pointless, because, you know, if you can work this out, then you can actually make all these models yourself just by looking at the picture. So this is not a good start, because this is obviously a little bit broken. Is that how it's meant to look? It doesn't. Maybe it's not meant. Maybe it is meant to look that way. But these are clearly different. So maybe they are. So which is which? Well, we just have to start by putting the tires on this one, and finding out. So my only problem, like I think I talked about this time. I bought a fake Lego Adventure Time character off the internet, and it arrived and it was very, very poorly, like it should have been in the rejected pile. Oh, I think I put this tire on. These are quite hard to get on. This would require parental supervision if you're like under 3 to get that on. So which one of these is for the big one? I think they're the same, which means that one's kind of, man, this is hard to stick on. Okay. So far I'm not impressed. That's very hard to get on. So, and if I put it on this one, it just falls off. So quality wise, it's not very impressive, is it? That's kind of useless, this one. This one is a manufacturing error. It's not meant to look like that. And so it's kind of, no. Oh well. I'm glad I only spent $1 on this. I can't even get this in the thing. Alright, I got that one in. Cool. We only need the yellow wheels. Who needs grey wheels? They're boring wheels. They're like overcast day wheels. Ah, my fingers. Oh dear. Don't have an injury on the channel. Alright, and so that one can go there. That fits nicely. So they're all good except for that one little problem. What did I do with the other one? You think there were two grey wheels, and I can only see, well, there it is. It snuck away. So we're going to pretend, we're going to use our imagination, and we're going to pretend that these wheels will actually stay on there for now. So let's do Model A. So Model A has the blue at the back, those two things at the side, this at the front. Alright, so that's looking, pretend that didn't happen, and we need to have these things. Look at these pieces. Is this what Duplo ones normally look like? So this is like a Duplo version of the single stud thing, I assume. Though it looks confusing to see that. I mean, they kind of fit, don't they? Aren't they supposed to fit on the inside? Oh. This is the same brand. This is the Play Studio one. So, well, they don't have to, do they? Alright. Well, surely this one fits inside. Oh. Oh, bye-bye wheel. No, it doesn't. I thought it would. Okay, and then we've got that, and then this thing. Oh, I'm confused. How is that supposed to go over the top? Oh, it just goes like... we've got that, and we've got this. I think that's very hard to tell. Like, how on earth are you going to tell that those things go on the side? Who cares, like, I think at the end of the day. Because no one's going to play with them that way, I don't think. So that goes there. That goes there. It looks like some kind of like truck, little car thing that you pull around if you're cleaning the streets or something. But with the wheels on, what do I think of this? Let's just imagine we actually had functioning, useful Lego axle bit. It's not bad. That's fine. It's fine. So I think they were originally $3. And if I was a little kid, if I had a little tiny kid, I don't know about these things. It's like I wouldn't give my 1-year-old something like that, because they're just going to eat that and choke on it. But everything else seems legit, so yeah, it's fine, apart from the glaring manufacturing fault. Let's just do one more, because why not? And well, they're all kind of the same, aren't they? Like, how many different ways can you get these things? Well, they all start with this base. Well, no, they don't. They don't actually. So, in this model here, we have to move it forward slightly, and then they've got one of these at the front, and then we've got two red things, and they go like this. I'm quite happy they've got the little. Can't see it, but it says finished. That makes me feel like I've accomplished a lot today. And so I can't actually see what the picture is supposed to be implying. I can see that the blue one goes there, but then it's all like a big black blob at the back. Oh wait, so where did the other piece go? Oh, there it is. So that one, this piece doesn't seem to use, oh, it does use the grey things. Okay, so those go there. That one goes there. And I've lost the little red things already, because I just wasn't paying attention. They can just go on like that. They're the turbo thruster things. Where'd the other one go? How could you lose that? It's pretty substantial piece, and it's gone. Okay, well, it will turn up one day. And we're finishing it off. We've got to finish it off. Come on, we've got to be serious here. And then we'll quickly have a look at the other models that I'll never get, because this is the last time I'll ever see this set. Somehow this has got to go on the back, and the only way that is conceivably going to happen is if I put that there, and that goes there. They really do want to use up every single piece, don't they? And that goes there. Wheels go... Oh, there's the other piece. Why? How did it get down there? That's the last place I ever would have thought to look for it. But it's also the most logical place to look for it. There goes human reason for you. Alright, so that's one. We did A and we did B. That's more than we've ever done before. So which one is this? This is number 2. And number 1 looks incredibly similar, with only a few differences, I guess, with the color differences. This one's got wings, so I guess this is supposed to be aeroplanes and things. But this is kind of interesting, but they're all very, very, very similar. The only thing is this one here has more green. And that one's got some green, but different green. And has no yellow. So this one is different because it has no yellow other than the wheel. And this one is, I don't know what these spaceship things. This one is like, these two have consistent wheels and these two don't. And I'm not a big fan of the non-consistent wheels. So if I was going to actually buy this, I have no idea which one I would choose. If I was, imagine that. Imagine if you were a 3-year-old and you had to choose between those models, what would you do? And your parent was getting very anxious because they wanted to go home because they've just had a really long day and they don't want to be in the shop anymore. Who knows? So anyway, thanks, like, share and subscribe. We won't be seeing any more of this for a while. Or ever. But I do have another, did I say that? I have another set